It is a little bit later, change the lighting here a little bit, so you can see my mistakes slightly clearer than you could in the Audi video. So, I once again spent at least 20 minutes mixing in a supercharger whine with the engine sound, so no miracles there. Otherwise, this car is kinda similar to the Audi, same tires, same differential, center differential, it's a viscous diff. Front and rear are limited slip with different power and coast. 65% rear torque bias, power delivery, rear biased. This car is 55% weight on the rear tires. The Audi had 54 on the front. This one, of course, has a different engine, supercharged and turbocharged. You hear the whine, which means it doesn't, you know, subjectively in this interpretation, it goes better at low revs. Power is about the same, weight is the same. Suspension is a little different. This one has double wishbones, which are a little better, but some of the downsides of having McPherson struts aren't really modeled in the sim anyway. So it's overall similar, less downforce, a little bit less drag, so it might go a little quicker on top speed, but it's all going to be fairly close. But all the masses are near each other, so this one has a lot less inertia, so it changes rotation more, and being mid-engined, braking while sideways, it's a little trickier, I think. So let's see if we can, theoretically, probably should be a little quicker, but in practice, I like the handling and the stability relatively of the Audi, so we'll see what this does. And it's a 5-speed. Should not forget about that. I was afraid of... Oh, what is that car anyway? It's made of granite. Oh, we have destroyed the road sign. Oh, it's sort of a... It does one of those, you know, flexible... It's a tiny car. What is this? Is it a Mercedes? It's a weird, very high-riding Mercedes. Let's do that again and better this time. First attempt. And slow it down. Oh. Yeah, no, that's all well under control. It's a 5-speed, remember. It's a 5-speed, 5. That was less dramatic on the Scandinavian flick. There's more oversteer balance. Much easier to get it neutral. Sorry. Oh, it reacts so much quicker to steering inputs. That lack of inertia makes it respond a lot quicker. Quite the difference. But this is still an eternally long right-hander that I'm not sure. Yeah, we can actually keep some neutral handling there. no fear of bogging down with the supercharger giving us enough torque down low. Lighter force feedback. It being a lot less heavy on the nose, perhaps it had that, but they had power steering. Still want to be on the nose, and then, ooh, running a bit wide. It's quite a different car. Can still have understeer, but it's more neutral. See if that will help us or hinder us. I feel I can get away with smaller slip angles. It's just, I think it will look a little bit more neutral in the video. This is a higher speed bit, and we're good. I still walk down a little bit when it was just a terrible line because the corner changed. My initial line seemed alright, but remember, Niels, this one tightens. Fifth gear. Tighter here, nice. Yeah, I think I'm just cleaner because I don't have to overdo it as much with the Scandinavian flicking. Remember, this one's also a little sort of tightening. Here again, weight on the nose, throw it, it reacts a lot quicker. I don't know if we're quicker or slower now. No downforce as much, so we have to be a little bit careful here. I left the braking not as late as with the Audi. I wasn't confident of keeping a sort of neutral balance while being hard on the brakes and turning in. Just there I felt the back end might even get away from me, which I've never had in Audi. Just a big lift and it will... Oh, that's how your rally ends. Oh boy. However, we all knew Lancias are made of solid, high-quality steel. Definitely made of titanium. We'll continue the run, see how it goes. Yeah, it's a lot more agile. And that engine has a lot more torque. It's with the Audi, I'm afraid every now and then it will bog down. Here, not so much. All based on just guessing. We have a couple more of these coming up, braking while turning. That wasn't too bad. Ah, nice engine there, picked up right away. Oversteer. Okay, at least it's a little easier here to keep it neutral. Shame about the crash there. Off camber, Niels. Easy, easy. High speed bit with a bit less downforce. And a bit more edginess. See, no downforce. Perfect. Running wide. Oh, this is a bit messy now. If we were to believe the specs on the internet. Oh, close. Too late, not too late. No, we're good. The steering lock on the Audi is 720 degrees. And on Lancia it is 900. I've got it at 720. Makes it easier, of course, but might be unrealistic a little bit, but then we don't know what the front tires actually steer. So it's all a bit of a mystery. No handbrake, obviously. Missed that gear. Oh, bumpy track. These are some really slow turns, but the mid-engine nature really helps. Ooh, I'm a bit sloppy now. almost off the cliff. Oh yeah, bad. Oh, missed. Oh no. Messi, and not the footballer. How would he do? I don't know. Tight corners. Yes, this is better. There's just less slip angle. I use less. Which means I go forward more instead of sideways. I think not with the mistakes that I made. This car is probably, I expect it to be quicker, but if I'm not so messy and make mistakes, that is. And with a car that reacts so much quicker, a mistake is easier to make. Very close. Even here we can keep oversteer. Despite all that, 1403, I now forgot what we did in the Audi, but there's editing for that. I think this was disappointing. Terrible. Not worthy of the Lancia seat. Toivonen would not be proud. Meaning, let's do that another time. Oh boy. Which is not easy. I wonder. I do think it's quicker. We lost quite a bit of time, but it's a different type of difficulty, I suppose. If you're really comfortable, really chucking the Audi around in my hands anyway, I enjoy doing that. And this is, again, you know, this is not really a rally stage. It's too wide, making it too easy. So somebody with my skill can actually appear to be pretty good at this. Yeah, I just like the Audi with its stability. You can brute force your way into neutral and oversteer. Some corners you just have mid-corner issues, and we saw here we have less of that, but it's a bit snappier. Let's see though if we can go quicker. Trying to stick more to the inside. Oh yes, that's impossible in the Audi. Nice. think better, sticking more to the inside. Lovely engine there. Close to the limit of steering lock. That's a bit closer to the barrier, but remember we still have most of the distance to go. There is a too high speed. Closer, yes. Relying on the torque, third gear. Terrible line though. Just making it to the outside, but meh. That's great, that's great, if I may say so. Throw it. Scary. Yeah, they're good. Forget how this goes. It tightens a little, and then even in this more neutral car, end up understeering. Definitely driver-induced understeer there. Okay, Niels, remember this one tightens. Introducing, we know the mental note. This is the mental pace note. Bit too sideways, but man, it's slight concentration. Cut it a bit. On the throttle early, nice. Oh, still such a long way to go. Oh, 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 oh. We nearly died. Keep the inside, keep the inside. Okay. We are nearing the place where we died. Gonna be a little less optimistic. Much better line, much better line. Rock. Scary section. What isn't scary? Out of rhythm a little bit. Down a gear, on the nose. Misshifting multiple times, oh man. How late do I dare? It's off camera, I almost forgot it. Oh, fuck me. We died here, we don't have the downforce. Yeah, not as quick. But at least we're not dead. So steep, so steep. Sideways on the brake, sideways on the brake, sideways on the brake. Saved by the hill. I think that would have been okay. That's what I mean. The Audi gives you incredible confidence doing that thing, and here you just have to brake earlier. Imagine that in a rear-wheel drive Porsche 911 rally car. You gotta be a very good driver. Chuck it in. Braking and turning is just very tricky in a rear engine or mid-engine car. Missed that inside there. Oh, that was so close to losing it. I'm not very talkative. I think you can see why. You see a slight smile appearing as I'm just realizing what I'm doing. How much fun it is. How incredible it is. Missed the pole, yeah. Oh, that was close. I'm gonna check the replay of that. "13 minutes, 45 seconds. That is quicker than the Audi, but I forgot what time I did in the Audi because I am just as old as these cars, so my memory does serve. I think it's quicker. But it felt like a lot more work, a lot more concentration there. Whew. Ah, that was great though. I would love to do nothing more than smile big time all the way through, but you gotta concentrate because this thing has no problems killing you. Well, that's the Lancia then. 2 videos. Wow. How do they compare? Well, I talked about it when while driving. I'm rolling backwards, I don't like that. Let's park it sideways here. In the end, the speed difference isn't that big, you know. Where the Audi wins is when you have confidence, you gotta slow it down while making corners. And we're going uphill here, which is sort of a safety net, you know. You got just lifting off the throttle, you slow down because you're going up so steep. And I think downhill, it will be even more apparent, although doing this downhill will be even more scary. But they're the mid-engine cars, the rear-engine cars. Downhill and braking while turning, that rear end will get super eager to overtake you, and the Audi is just more stable there. But the change of direction here is a lot quicker, and we could sustain neutral handling and oversteer through some long corners, where the Audi, you can brute force its way out of the long corners, but cannot sustain that neutral balance all the way through. So there was definitely a difference there. In the end though, with the same tires and the same weight and all sorts of specs that we don't know really anything, do we? With this very rough guesstimate of power levels and weight and everything, yeah, I'm a little bit quicker, but I could also go quicker again in the Audi. So I think that's the reason why Group B was so cool. The drivers were at some point always the weak link, even the amazing drivers back then. I think they always left some potential untouched because these cars were just not able to be right at the limit all the time. So that was a lot of fun. So much fun indeed. I wish I could share this. I will think about that, you know. This is a bit of a tricky situation. Some people always ask, Niels, why don't you share your cars? The Mini I made a couple videos back. It's a lot of fun to drive. I kind of want to find a way to share some of these mods, but at the same time, it's not really what we had in mind with Automobilista being able to, well, you can mod it, but it's not officially supported. I'll think about it. This is just, I don't want to deny these people, everybody who wants, like 4, 5 of you, to get a feel for this. At some point maybe. So don't get angry at me. It's not a modding game, it's not officially supported, allowed. Me being a developer would be a bit naughty, but at the same time, you know, I did release some of the crazy shit and stuff because obviously just a bit of fun, but this is fairly serious, meant to be serious, and then people start comparing it to AMS2 and that's the current game, this is the old game. Meh. We'll have a think about it. I hope you did enjoy the video and the rambling. And I need a shower because the scent situation isn't ideal. Thanks for watching, guys. Oh, my face is red. That's just the white balance. And my nose is big. We knew that. We knew that. Bye-bye.